So I finished reading 8 really good books last month, and the biggest, most positive surprise was definitely Player Piano by Kurt Vonnegut. I've read a ton of Kurt Vonnegut books in the past, especially about 10 years ago, right around the time I started keeping track of every book that I read. There's almost literally nobody counting besides me, but I'm up over 1,400 books right now. And right around the beginning, there were about 5 or 6 Kurt Vonnegut novels just in quick succession because I love them. They really got me into reading in a big way. And so this one, Player Piano, what's cool about this one is that it's about a fully automated society that's run by super intelligent machines, but it was written in 1952. So you can just imagine what that would look like. I'll have a bit more to say about Kurt Vonnegut later on in the video, but there's also a couple of really good business books. Altogether, the business books that I read last month probably gave me 100 plus ideas that were tactical, practical things that I could apply and did apply to my business like right away. All of them were just incredibly helpful. So 8 really good books last month, and I'll just go in order here. In the first book that I read last month, I learned way more about propane and propane accessories than I ever wanted to learn. But it was worth it to hear the story of Max Lewis, a Florida business person who sold his business for $37 million. This was just a few years ago, and he wrote a book called Who is Max Lewis? And his story is like actually wild. One of the things I liked best about this one is that there's something here for every stage of your business adventure. So if you're just starting out, you're going to find tons of inspiration and motivation and some really, critical things to get right in the beginning. And then even if you're more advanced, there's a ton of great stuff in here about, operational efficiency and just like dealing with various setbacks as you grow. Just things that you'll really want to know for later. So great book. The next one I read on my phone, it's called You Like It Darker by Stephen King. It's a collection of short stories, and he is just a master storyteller. This is a 700-page monster, and it's one of the smoothest reading experiences that I've had, in recent memory. I just kept turning pages or swiping, I guess. It went by like nothing, like a 700-page book in the hands of Stephen King. It's like reading 200 pages from someone else. It flows. I wouldn't say that the stories are scary per se, and actually one of the books that I've got coming up is widely acknowledged to be way scarier than anything most people tend to read, but You Like It Darker was pretty damn good. Then this next one is called Get It Done Now by Brian Tracy. It would have been a lot more helpful when I read it early on, but at this point, like I will read every single thing that Brian Tracy publishes. Like he's just made a massively positive transformational difference to my life. I've been reading his books for years and years and years. This is not an exaggeration. He has directly contributed to me being in position to buy this Huracan in 120 days from now. Like it is things that I've learned from Brian Tracy that have helped me get here. And here is not where I want to be there, but I will just keep reading his books and just keep applying it just over and over and over. And a lot of the things in basic stuff, more fundamental business knowledge. But the interesting thing about masters is that they never don't do the basics. So Get It Done Now is centered more on the productivity side of things, but it's more so about personal effectiveness, going above and beyond to get what you want, and organizing your life and activities in such a way that it makes your success inevitable. And Brian Tracy made my success inevitable. So highly recommend this one if you're just getting into personal development. Even if you've been around for a while, I took tons of great notes from this one, and I'm going to share all of them later on in my newsletter called The Reading Life. You can join 10,000 subscribers of that newsletter down in the video description. And actually, while you're down there, and before we get to one of the best personal branding books I've ever read in my entire life, this will just blow up my business like nothing else. Check out the sponsor of today's video, which is called Book Genius. It's a book app that I use every single day to help me remember more of what I read, find and explore new books that I think I might like to read in the future. They've got podcast summaries of thousands of books that you can look up and learn from. And I even host a book club on the app. It's got the same name as my newsletter, and it's called The Reading Life. So join my book club on the Book Genius app and use my link in the video description for 56% off your annual subscription. And now, one of the best personal branding books that you're likely to find, and this one is perfect if you have an obscurity problem. Like if nobody knows who you are and you want to change that, the authors of this book are just professionals in every sense of the word. And Wealthy and Well Known will help you dial in what you want to be known for, and it'll help you position yourself and what you know in such a way that you break through the noise and become exactly what the title promises: wealthy and well known. Player Piano by Kurt Vonnegut. Apart from having a really cool premise, this is one of the funniest books that I've read in such a long time. Kurt Vonnegut is a genius. And what I love about him is that he can write a book like this that has a lot of heart, but it's also hilarious and just a ripping good story too. Like you could fly through this one pretty easily. And one of the only reasons why I didn't is just because I kept stopping again and again just to take more notes and just write down things from the book that I never wanted to forget. And again, I just finished reading this one, so I don't have all of my notes typed up yet. But when I do, I will have pages and pages and pages of notes from this book. Read Player Piano. You will not regret it. You might regret it, and in which case, you didn't hear about it from me, but still. Check it out. The next book that I read, the next two actually, I read on my phone. This one is called Hell House by Richard Matheson. It's a very famous horror novel that actually influenced Stephen King quite strongly. He said before that Richard Matheson is one of his biggest influences, and one of Matheson's other books, I Am Legend, is also really good. I like the movie version, but like I say all the time, do not judge a book by its movie. It's really good. I don't want to oversell it, but yeah. Then the next book that I finished was on my phone. It's called Tommyknockers by Stephen King. It's another horror novel. Basically, this alien presence slowly and inexorably takes over this small New England town over the course of several months. And over the last month, man, I've run through like 2,000 plus pages of Stephen King's writing. I'm not tired of talking about his books, but I'm getting there. So as much as I enjoyed this one, I'm gonna just move on. But it is really good. It's long. It's one that's I think it's like 955 pages or something like that. But if you want a longer story that keeps the suspense, you feel like getting involved with a story over a longer period of time, then this one might be worth checking out. Then the last book that I read in October is called Holy Shit, We're Alive. Now What? By Doug Cartwright. I know, switching gears completely from what we were just talking about, but this is a great memoir of the author's experiences with psychedelics and his subsequent journey of self-discovery. And it would be super easy for a book like this to be like self-indulgent or kind of overly new agey, but it's not like that at all. It's quite down to earth in the best way. I really did enjoy it. Probably the best parts of the whole book, though, is that there's this undercurrent, or well, overcurrent, of just excitement for being alive at all. Doug's mainly interested in getting people moving, like getting them to appreciate and helping people to experience all the magic and the wonder that exists all around us at every single moment. Like literally every single moment, there's something awesome happening around you, around me, and like around all of us, every single moment. And if we would only like see it and acknowledge it more often, and this book will definitely help you do that. It's a very quick read. It will not take you long at all. I think I split it up over a couple of days, but you might just rip through it in a single day. It's not long, it's not difficult, but if you're anything like me, it might just motivate you to get up and get moving and make the absolute most of these 24 hours that we've all been given. So here's another one for your TBR. It's funny, being more introverted as I am, like I can read for 3 hours straight and not get tired, but recording a 20-minute video just completely wipes me. So I'm going to get back to my reading and kind of restore some of my energy. But thanks very much for watching this video. Check out Book Genius in the video description. And for 10 great books that will help you solve 10 major problems, watch this video right here. Happy reading.
I don't waste time, no, I make time. All these people wanna hate, fine, I'ma make mine. While you sitting there complaining, I'll be training. While you sitting there just waiting, I'm creating. Yeah.